One of the officers from Uvalde, Texas is on trial for child endangerment for not stepping in to save those children. Let's take a look at the astrology of the two events and see how they are linked. This is the end time of the shooting when the police went in to the school. You see the ascendant is in Leo. Leo is associated with children, and Saturn is exactly on the descendant. And remember, this axis moves 1 degree every 4 minutes, and it is exact. The descendant and Saturn. Saturn is a boundary and restriction. Seventh house is relationships, right? Aquarius is the sign of the collective, the people. So like they finally forced the people and the police to go in and put a stop to this situation at this moment. We see the 8th house has Mars at the 29th degree. The 8th house is the house of death. Mars rules over shootings, and it is exactly square the vertex in the 5th house. The 5th house rules children, okay? And it is over, we have Jupiter connected over here to the sun, which the sun is in the 11th house of collectives and like groups of people in Gemini, which Gemini is also associated with children. Also, we see the midheaven is exactly on the north node, which means the IC is exactly on the south node in Scorpio, which Scorpio rules over death, and IC and the south node are both points that are frequently activated in death charts because they both signify, IC is like the core of who you are, and like south node, that's endings and release. This is when the trial started a couple weeks ago. Okay, we see the ascendant was in Capricorn. Capricorn rules government, courts, things like that. We had the Venus, Sun, Mars conjunction, which, look, the 5th house, which rules children, is Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So is Venus, the self, the cop, and then Mars, the shooting, all coming together in Capricorn, the law. We're here about the vertex, the lot of fortune, this fated event that happened, 8th house, death of children. When we put the two charts together, we see, okay, the lot of fortune for this trial is on the ascendant of the shooting. We see that the ascendant for the trial is on Pluto, which rules over murder for the shooting, okay? We see Saturn, which rules over karma and boundaries and restrictions, is on the moon, which is our emotions that was in the 8th house at the time of the shooting. We see that the north node right now is on the 8th house on Juno, which rules loyalty, commitment, and betrayal. North node is our karmic path, okay, and destiny. And we see that Neptune is directly on that Mars, bringing out secrets about the shooting. So I think there's going to be something that comes out during this trial that we didn't know before. And the midheaven for the trial is in that Scorpio, because the point of this event, the trial, is to talk about this shooting, a death. And that Jupiter in the 12th house, like these kids' angels are watching over this trial.